Mark Summers would approve.
Mark Summers would approve. Mark Summers, I feel like Mark
Yes.
Summers is like his last name. I don't know if that's his real last name or a stage name, but it seems to complement him very
Mhm.
well because he has a very summer personality. At least he did
It
on
sounds like
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
he took one of those surveys like that's your porn name type thing, and you have to like give your like street and your favorite season, and he ended up with like Mark Summers.
You know what's funny about that? Childish Gambino did that. He said he took the Wu-Tang rapper, like you plug in your names and it shoots you out a name.
That's how we did it.
That's how he did it.
And it worked. Wow, that's how I got Jose Ramos.
Yeah, it is. You don't want to know his real name. Welcome back to Not a Strong Start, a podcast by filmmakers who talk movies, television, and theorize about Mark Summers' personality. I'm your host, Mark Summers.
I am not your host. Choose wisely.
And I am choose my own adventure, not choose your own adventure, only mine.
That's
Bitch.
it. So in this week's episode, we're going to do exactly what our names allude to. It's going to be a choose your own adventure. So often movies, we've seen a lot of stereotypes where movies place characters in similar situations. How would we respond in those situations? But first, we're going to hit you with a current event.
This is actually something more that came to light recently, especially with the writer and the actor strike. All these little stories on the shadiness of the studios are starting to come out. So one from the Disney Channel came out. And I guess the way it works is for the first three seasons of some of their shows, the Disney Channel shows, uh, they didn't have to pay like a certain amount until after a show passed three seasons. Then they would be forced to have to pay, at least like minimum wage and pay a certain amount. So what they would do is when a show hit after it hit three seasons, complete three seasons, they'll alter the title a little bit to reset the counter, even though it's the same show. So if it was like, the Dan and Marie show for three seasons, after that become Dan and Marie CG host. And then now it's a brand new show. And now they would reset the clock. And that's the little shady thing that we're doing to now pay people the right amount.
Jose, I think
Mm.
you're forgetting of the fact that we're rebranding our show as Not a Strong Ending. And we're shortchanging all of our co-hosts every time we bring them on. They're getting on new contract deals. It's shady, man. It's shady that they're doing that. It sucks that they're doing that. Like just executives finding ways to shorten the people that are sitting there putting in the 17, 18-hour days. Like it sucks, man. And that's what a lot of this strike is doing. The whole WGA, we stand strong.
It's not surprising though, in the least. Like I'm just like, yeah,
Mm-mm.
of course they would. They would. It's not surprising. It sucks, but it's not fair.
It's just crazy to say the little loopholes. Like we know they were doing shady stuff, but we didn't know the details and the way they found little loopholes, and now all these things are coming out, and it's crazy. So there is a lot of support for the unions, but then I'm also seeing a lot of general people just kind of like going at some of the actors and the writers, like
Mm.
stop crying, whatever, like you shouldn't be complaining and all that stuff. So they're like going after the rich celebrities by supporting the even richer CEOs in the studios. So it like makes no sense.
It doesn't. It reminds me of those businesses. I don't know if you guys have them at your local malls out there, but they'll have like, this business is going out of business. Everything is 70% off. And it's like the most tacky furniture imaginable, which I bought several items from there before because I can't resist a good deal. It's 70% off. Who else needed a ship's wheel? I had it hanging on the wall for years, acting like I was on the set of Jaws. I'm not kidding.
you
That's
ever-
a true story. That's a true
If
story.
you ever doubted fans like Latino-ness, that whole paragraph that he just said there proves it.
Exactly, man. It's like it did, but it reminds me of that where they just keep rebranding their name and saying that they're going out of business, but it's the same worker. Like I go in there, it's the same guy selling me the exact same thing. And we just had the conversation last month when it had a different name on the cover, but whatever. I feel like it's just basically the same thing that Disney's doing. For something like Disney, like, do you have to do that? It seems almost like you don't need that to be profitable. You're doing it just to squeeze out even more money, which is like, why? Like, why do you feel the need to make even more money? I know we've talked about the whole, Bob Iger, like how much he's making, Do you need to really make 27 million a year? Like really? Like, do you need to? You can't just pay people comfortably and maybe take 24 mil. Does it need to be 27?
No, I think that greed just grows over time. It just keeps growing and growing, and you get like that power hungry feeling. It just keeps growing. And but at the same time, people being like, "Oh, like you're rich enough. What are you crying about?" It's like it doesn't matter. Like if people are being treated a certain way that's kind of not fair, it doesn't matter how much money you have. Like being screwed over is being screwed over. And people, if you're doing this and you're the one acting in it and you're the one performing, you don't deserve to be screwed over. You're doing all the work for these people. So don't screw them over, man.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Hmm.
I agree. I mean, personally, that's not the way I would handle it. I would choose differently. And speaking of
Mm.
choices, I think we should go into our segment here. Now, we've all found ourselves, and you guys let us know in the comments below if you have also watching movies, action movies, horror movies, romance movies, whatever kind of movies it is. And, characters, they get put in conflict. They have to make decisions. At least the good movies have their characters put in conflict. They have to make decisions. And I found myself sitting on the couch yelling at TV, like, why would you even do that? Like, I would do this, I would do that. Well, this is our chance. So I've got 10 scenarios, not from a specific movie, but you might see some similarities from movies. And now we're going to get to decide what would we do compared to their characters. So are you guys ready? Okay, so the first one, we have a masked serial killer breaks into your home and is holding you and your family hostage. He
Mm.
gives you the same choice he gives every family that he does this to. You must choose to kill your significant other, the love of your life, or your teenage child. If
Oh,
you don't choose, everyone dies but you.
oh.
What do you do? We'll start with, it sounds like Marie has the answer like down pat, so we'll start
Jeez.
with her.
I,
She was
I
like,
don't even
"Oh,
think
yeah,
I
I
don't
got
even
this."
think she answered so fast that I don't even think she waited for the second option. She found
No.
she found her answer.
Well, okay, so I've been so right away when you're like, oh, a masked intruder. It's like I've been watching so much forensic files like right before bed that the scenarios that go through my mind, like I'm already paranoid enough. And now I'm like going for a walk with a pocket knife, judging everybody, and I'm like, I'll cut you anyway. Um, so like I would kill the significant other because then my teenager could live, right? Eh, right?
Yep, yep. So
Yep.
if you pick one,
Yeah.
the other one gets to live.
I think that's a rule that parents should have with each other. Like, if anybody's coming in here to kill our kids, take us. And it's like, I give you permission to kill me, not our children. Like the children are first. Save the child, teenage child. That's what I do. And never, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretty much what she said. I mean,
that's a
if
good
he
thing.
chooses otherwise, I feel like he's just so selfish in that regard. Like, well, I'm gonna survive, or I'm gonna keep my significant other, but kill my teenage child. Like,
Oh,
because then you have to look at
Wait,
them in the eyes and make that decision. Like, nah, can't
no.
wait.
do
So
it.
you're not gonna
Mommy
be
never
like,
loved you.
yeah, you're not gonna be like, well, I can make more. Um,
I mean, you
Replace
can.
you. It's okay.
I feel with this one, yeah, you kind of have to go with the significant other. I mean, the job of a parent is to protect their kids. Like you to pretty much already lived a good portion of your life. Your child has not. They count on you for protection. So you can't just be sacrificing them willy-nilly like that at all. So
Especially Nilly. Definitely
yeah,
I
not
know.
yeah.
Nilly.
Absolutely
Willie
never
maybe,
Nilly.
but not Nilly.
Willie, yeah.
Uh,
Basically, what you're doing here is you're sacrificing the Willy and keeping the Nilly. That's what
yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah, we do not. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for you, you're
For
sacrificing the
me, for
Willie.
me, yeah. I sacrifice that Willy, keep my baby Nilly. I'm talking about a if no one knows what I'm saying.
I think they got it. You could be in Canada
Okay.
and you still got that reference.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's move away from the kids and
Thank
significant
you.
other. All right.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry, there'll be more. There'll be more. Uh, all right. A nuclear trigger has been surgically attached to the heart of your sibling and is counting down. If the bomb goes off, it destroys a major city. You and your sibling are not within the blast radius. The trigger only deactivates when your sibling's heart has stopped beating. You do nothing and let the city and the people in it be destroyed, or do you take out your sibling and save the entire city and everyone in it, including men, women, children, and others?
Which sibling? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I just let it burn. I let it blow up. Sorry. I mean, I like
You're
to
letting
think of it.
LA get taken out right off
Well,
the bat.
I'm assuming I'm gonna be in LA, so if it's not in my vicinity, then maybe it's New York, or maybe it's London, or maybe it's, you know, Paris,
France,
Paris.
Paris.
Yeah,
I see London. I see France.
yeah.
Dan's like, I
You
don't
see
know
a lady
anyone
in
in
her
London. Let
underpants.
him go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it could be Ireland, could blow up I don't know, Narnia. Maybe Narnia gets blown up. I'll take that.
Bye,
All
Mr.
right.
Tumnus. See you later. Bye, Aslan. Eat it.
Yeah. Eat it.
I just like to say, Jose, I like that you're picking questions where like you don't have these consequences. Like you don't have a kid, so you don't have to choose. You don't have a
Yeah,
sibling, whatever.
exactly.
So and Dan and I are
I
like,
have
oh God, what do we
I have a
do? I love
Yes.
my
stepbrother.
sibling.
I have a
I know.
stepbrother who is like a brother.
Doesn't
He's like a
count.
brother. That is not the same.
But
Yeah.
I love my brother.
So look in the camera and
Let's
tell him you'll
oh
kill him.
he already knows. No. I'd ooh, that's really hard though, because then all these babies are gonna die. Oh my God. This is really hard. I thought I knew. I thought I was like, I'll keep my brother, but he doesn't even live around me. So bye, Rob.
Gee.
I see you anyway.
I guess no more relatively
Geeking.
Geeking.
Um, yeah. He'd probably want me to let him go. He'd be like, just do it. I'm done. I've had enough.
I mean, again, he didn't even wait for the second option. He'd be like, oh, you can end my life quicker. Let's do it.
Yeah, do it. Okay. I guess
All
that's
right,
what I'm
that's
picking. Hopefully he doesn't watch this.
you know what? I feel I would at least try to see if we can find a way to stop their heart.
You didn't
But
say this. You said
The
that's
movie
not an option. We
Flatliners.
don't
You can Flatliners
I
him.
said the only way to stop it, the trigger only deactivates when your sibling's heart has stopped beating.
okay.
Those were my exact words.
Always
So
listen to
I would
Jose because he's always gonna have loopholes.
So I would at least I would try to attempt to see if maybe we can stop their heart, maybe resuscitate them. If not, it's gonna be hard. They could like taking out an entire city and like all these innocent people who have no choice in this. So I would hope my sibling would understand.
Of this imaginary sister that you have.
Yeah.
That's really gruesome there, Jose. I hope this imaginary sister, is watching this episode and feels bad.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, imaginary sister, but I'll give you an attempt. But if not, we're gonna have to take you out.
Sorry, Gabriela.
We had some differences there. We had some different
Hmm.
choices there. Not everyone was in agreement. All right, let's go on to the next one. Wrong place, wrong time. You are a you are a witness to a murder by a mob boss. They find you, but they provide you with a choice. Take the blame for the murder that you witnessed and have your family taken care of, but you spend the next taken care of in a good way. They'll provide for them, but you spend uh 25 years in jail. Or you snitch, go into witness protection, and be looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life.
Okay, but that's very loose because if you say taking care of you, that could just be like they're barely paying their rent, or are they getting like a large lump sum of like $30 million.
They'll no, they'll be provided for.
Nah, I'd rather do witness protection because we're still gonna be provided for anyways. I'll take that because otherwise, provided for, that's they're not. The family's still gonna have to work. They're
The
still
mob
not.
takes care of their own.
Nah, we're okay. I'll take witness protection Because I might go somewhere fun. I might go to, Narnia.
Or like Idaho.
All right. Iowa. What's in Iowa? Iowanese?
Iowanese.
I have no idea what's in
Iowanites.
Iowa. I have no idea what
Iowa
Iowanites
Nights.
walk around in. Like when I hear Iowanites, I just think they walk around like knight armor. Just people like in medieval like
Oh,
swords. I mean, I don't know.
that'd be cool.
Does happen in
Send
Yeah.
us
Iowa.
there.
Like I know
That's all
Idaho, at
you.
least they got potatoes and stuff, but what happens in
Yeah.
Iowa?
They don't even have potatoes. I don't even know what they have. They have
No.
Iowanites.
So Dan will go into witness protection. He will snitch, go into witness protection,
Mm-hmm.
and hope they don't catch up to him.
That's
What
right.
about you, Marie?
Same. I would do the same. And I would be so pumped to go on witness protection and be like new name and get out of here. I'd be called G host. That's my new name in witness protection. And get out of the city. Sure. Maybe it'll send me somewhere like California or something. And I'd be like, yes, finally. They'll never find me here. I'm all
They
pasty.
just
Well, I'm
swap
pasty
our
white, so
lives.
maybe they will.
They send me there and they send
No.
you here. It's like, what
That's
the
it.
hell?
Oh my God, Dan. I wouldn't do that to you. I would never do that to you. I go to jail before I let that happen to you, Dan.
Yeah, can't do the snow. I'm sorry.
Dan,
No.
Dan comes
Mm.
back. Just take me to jail. Like, that's it. I
Just
did it. I
take
did the
me.
murder. I don't want to do 25 years in jail for someone else's like murder.
No.
No, man. Like, uh, where do you need me to snitch? You need it in writing? You want me to type it up? Should I
Sing it.
sign at the bottom? Do we have a seal?
M-
Do I need this
Morse code.
notarized? Yeah. Do I
A
need to
musical
notarize
act.
this?
You got to add a dance and like a dancing routine to it when you sing out.
Should we do
Who did it?
video of it? Like, you want me to record like my
A
snitching?
TikTok dance.
He
My
did
new
it.
name is Mark Summers. That's my new name.
No one's ever
But
heard of that name.
but I want to be put in witness protection and sent to another country. I don't want to, let's reduce the risk.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust that they wouldn't have an in and connections within like some of the
Mm,
agencies
they're
because they are
potted.
the mob.
Yeah.
So I don't know, send me to like Australia or something.
Ooh, with those
Oh, and
No,
the
giant
no,
bugs.
spiders.
no,
Yeah,
everything
those
Yes,
trespass through
spiders.
thank
there.
you.
Don't send me to Australia.
Go to Antarctica where you can just hang out and become a Eskimo. Swim with the
Oh man.
penguins
It's
instead
too
of swimming with
cold,
the
man.
fishes.
It's too
Yeah.
cold.
You swim
Too
with the
cold.
penguins, not the
Swimming with the
seals.
penguins. Yeah.
It's not very willy friendly in
No, it
Antarctica.
is not. I mean, I thought Free Willy got free there, but he didn't. That's not what that meant.
Okay, we got that one. Let's go on to the next one. All right, we're going back to significant other. So this is significant other who you know what? Anyway, you find out your significant other who you absolutely love is
I would hope so.
actually a supervillain who
Ooh.
has a plan that can topple world governments and put them in complete control and complete power, enslaving the world. Do you rule by their side, or do you try to stop them before they enslave the world?
Nope. I'm
Do
joining.
it, baby.
I'm joining that side because it's ultimate power that we've talked about. And otherwise, what am I saving the world for? The world that we're living in right now, where the studios are just shortchanging my fellow writers. I want to live like this, where a government is being ran by not even getting too political here, but like, no, we're not in a good state. The world needs to be a little ruled right now. Okay. They can use a dictatorship right now. So yeah, let's go a little bit of super, here's Dan's super villain arc. Let's do it.
You know what they say, the couples that rule the world together stay together. So
Exactly.
my one
Clearly.
condition would be I will go along with this. I will back you up on here. We will rule the world, but I want a throne made of knives. That's it. Just
Ooh.
that's my only condition. Give me that.
Ooh,
And
that'd be
we
good.
shall rule with an iron fist.
The Iron Throne.
Yeah. What about you, Marie?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like Daniel was pretty much saying is that the world is already run by supervillains. And I would just be like, you know what? I support your dream. So you do it and let's go. Let's fucking go. And we make the world better than it is now. Gosh.
Hmm.
Because you pick a
What
significant other that, would, but they are a supervillain. Like, it's for sure they're bad.
they are a supervillain. They want to enslave. They're not trying to make the world better.
Enslave.
They want to enslave the world.
I still support still support his dreams.
I mean,
So death
the
do us
way
part.
the
Yeah.
way I look at it is, if I fail, I'm part of the enslaved group there. So one direction, I'm guaranteed to be right there and have power. The other one, there's a 50% chance I also end up enslaved. So,
Hey, if I'm the
mm,
king of hearts in Alice in Wonderland, the little tiny, I can live a life like that. It's a life of
yeah,
luxury. I'm okay with that. Let the big-headed
but,
queen rule it.
but like, you do what you gotta do, babe. I just, sit
Yeah,
here on my throne, unlimited snacks, unlimited chill time.
that's
Like,
it.
hey, can we rule from like a Caribbean island and like
That's
kind
it.
of do that, get
And
tropical?
then you can force Hollywood to recreate season 6, 7, and 8 of Game of Thrones and have them redo it like it never happened. Force
Mm,
the actors to do it. They go at what you want to do.
Have them do
hmm
only the projects that I want.
Yeah.
hmm
There'd be so many horror
Yes.
movies.
That will
It'd be
be the
better than
end
it
of the
is now.
Snyderverse. That will be the end of the Snyderverse conversations on Twitter, Jose. The Snyder
Yeah,
cuts.
oh yes, those would be the first ones to go to somewhere else. Not take them out. I'm not saying take them
No,
out, but
no.
send them to Antarctica.
Iowa.
They can hang out there and
For
yell at
Iowa.
each other.
I know. Sorry,
Or
Iowa.
Iowa.
We look at our stats and like most of our listeners come from Iowa. It's like, sorry,
Iowa.
man.
No, no.
Let us know what you do on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is there in Iowa? Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all right. Good. Next question. Zombie outbreak has started.
Mm.
While
Mm.
trying to escape with your family, your mother is bitten. You have no idea how the virus works yet. You just know that you've seen other people turn after being attacked. Do you eliminate them now and keep moving with the rest of your family before you're overwhelmed? Or do you wait and try to find a solution, but risk her turning and infecting the rest of your family? Marie?
Oh, I would wait until she absolutely turned before ofteners. I'd wait because we don't know. Maybe she has the antibody like that, like Last of Us. Maybe she's special. Maybe she won't turn. Maybe there's something about her blood type. So I would wait until she absolutely turned. Then I'd be like, sorry, mommy. And then, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she'd understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right,
Okay.
mom?
What about you, Dan?
Same. My mom's vegetarian. So maybe because of her lack of meat eating, maybe it carries over when she's a zombie and she won't try to eat us. I don't know. Who's to say? Because every time we watch zombie movies, they've never shown us a character that was vegetarian. So how do we know how they would survive when they become zombies? Like, we don't know. So I, want to see if there's some kind of, you know, virus biter.
If a
Stops.
vegetarian becomes zombie, do they starve to death?
Well,
Or do they
that's what
just eat
I'm like,
lettuce?
wait.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why
It's
is
like
that an adorable image to me?
Plants versus Zombies. Ever like that video game? It's not what it's based off of. Vegetarian zombies.
Oh my God. Oh, that's if you just threw that in there. Oh, it's so
Uh,
good.
I
Oh God.
honestly, I can't see myself taking out my mom. So I would I would give her a bottle of water. Here's a knife. Good luck. We're going the other way with the rest
Oh,
of the family. You got this. Love you, mom.
we
And then we'll
just send
go.
her away?
At
You
least give
wouldn't
her a
even be
granola
with her
bar.
with her last moments alive. So she understands that you have to kill her. You're just gonna be like, hi, mom, take care of yourself out there. You're
I would let her know. I'm like, I'm sorry, but now if you turn, you affect others. Now our the rest of our family might be gone in general. So I can't take you out, but I'll give you what I can so you can survive. And then give me a call if you're good to go in a few days, and maybe we'll meet up again. There you
So
go.
Jose abandons her and finds out she just had COVID. She's fully recovered after 4 days.
fine. You
At
left
least
me
she
just
didn't
all
kill her.
like bloody with a knife.
I know. At least
Yeah.
you didn't kill her.
I can't take her out, but I can't bring her with me. And risk everyone else. That's the difference
Just
between surviving the zombie apocalypse and becoming food in the zombie apocalypse.
just don't send her away with like a head of lettuce because then Daniel's like vegetarian zombie mom will just come at her. She'll be right there like this.
Exactly. Try to eat the lettuce out of her stomach.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen in movies where they wait and they allow and it ends up backfiring because now someone else gets bit or a whole outbreak happens. I can't
Alien.
risk it.
Alien. We
Hmm,
broke protocol, came in, xenomorph, boom. There you go.
exactly. Must keep zombie apocalypse protocol in place.
At all
Mhm.
times.
All right. A cartel second in command takes out both of your parents because they didn't take a right turn fast enough when they were on the street. You end up finding the guy and you have them in your crosshairs, but you know you were caught on camera entering the building. He hasn't seen you, so you can still walk away and live the rest of your life without him ever knowing that you went and tried to kill him. Or you
Okay.
can get your revenge, but they will know and you're on the run from the cartel for the rest of your life. So either again, let them go, you're free, they don't know, you're good to go, live your life, but you in the back of your head know the person who murdered your parents over a senseless act is living his life. Or take him out, but be on the run.
I can't like try to solve the murder and try to prove. And I literally just watched the movie Blowout right before I cut off this. And for those that haven't seen it, it's a Brian De Palma film, but it's about John Travolta who tries to uncover a murder that they try to say was an accident. Can I go that approach with it and try to solve it at least? Or no?
I mean, how many years of detective school?
Yeah. I guess I just walk away. I'm not really the murder type.
Okay. All right. Live your life in peace.
Yeah.
No revenge. Okay.
Mhm.
What about you, Marie?
Not the murder type, but he wants to enslave a whole world. And
That's different. That's different because then I could force them to do things that I want versus just ending it and getting no value out of them.
okay. I mean, I feel like I'd really want to get revenge, like really bad. Is it, am I my, is that, am I like my own life now? Do I have kids and stuff? Am I me now?
I'd
Yes.
say, oh,
That,
oof, never.
then I have to just let him go. I have to just let him go then because I don't want to like put other people in danger. But if it was just me, ooh, I don't
Let's
know.
just
I
say you
probably
are
would.
you then. Let's get a different answer. You're you with
Then
no kids, but then
I'd
you're always on
probably
the
want to
run.
kill them. Yeah.
But then you're on the
Yeah.
run for the rest of your life.
Win this
From the
protection
cartel.
program somehow. I'll go
Can't
change my name
you can't because now you're the
from the
murderer.
cartel.
So the
Yeah, yeah. You don't
cartel's
get
after you
protection program for
and
killing.
the police are after you. So they're both after
I know
you,
you
and
don't.
we're assuming you have no money. Like, because we didn't say you were rich. They would
I,
literally catch you. They would literally catch you because you have very little money. So I'm like, I don't want to kill them and then I die. Then it just made the tragedy even worse. So gotta let
okay,
them
so
go.
this is there's no choice. I'd have to just walk away then. But I secretly want to kill them really bad, but I
Oh
can't
yeah,
because Daniel's saying I can't do it because it's
I mean you
unfeasible.
can.
This
You'll
isn't a
just
fantasy anymore. Daniel's making it really real. So I'm
you'll
gonna
swim with the
say,
seals.
okay, I don't want to swim with no seals. So fine, I'll
Okay.
let him go on his merry life.
I don't. I don't know if I would be able to. Like if I have him there, if I went as far as to get there, get in the building, have him in my crosshair, and just seeing that person through the crosshairs that murdered your parents over a driving incident, like nothing major, just senseless. I
Mm,
don't know if I would be able to in that situation hold back. Like I would have had to make the decision to walk away before I went in that building. If I'm already
Mhm.
in that building, I don't know if I'll be able to fight back. I mean, I probably won't last long after that fact, but neither would he.
But I'm assuming though, right? Because you're saying we know that we're not going to make it past that, right? Because
Well,
we're going to be on the run
well, you
against
just
them both.
yeah, you just know you got caught going in. So if he gets
Yeah.
killed, they're gonna look at the cameras. They're gonna know it was
The
you.
police and the cartels and the bad guys. So, and we're not multimillionaires, so we don't have the money to survive not getting some kind of job, which means you have to flee the country. Do we have a passport readily available? Like, there's all these factors that come into play, and it's just like realistically, you won't make it after you kill them. So you're gonna end up dying
No, I
or
I
getting arrested.
admitted that I probably
Yeah.
won't last long after that,
Yeah. Okay.
but
I
neither
don't
would he.
Fair
I
enough.
don't think my parents would want me to do that. I think
That's
I
what I'm
think in
saying.
their honor, we would be like, Marie, don't, because we don't want you to die. Now you're dead. What a waste.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
died, and then you have to die too.
But then
So this is
you're
getting
just
real.
yeah. Then you're just in the afterlife playing Uno with them. That's fun.
So next one, you have a chance. In this one, we can say you're a detective. We'll say that.
Okay.
You have a chance to reopen a case due to new evidence and free an innocent man that has spent 10 years in jail. The evidence points to corruption amongst the entire police department, going all of the way up to the DA. Will you
Ooh.
bring the evidence forth and put yourself in their crosshairs, or take the hush money and walk away? Let's say 2 mil,
Still better than no mill.
and know that you allowed an innocent man to who's already spent 10 years in jail to continue in
Yeah.
jail.
But this innocent
So
man has a very nice smile. You see me and think, ah, he looks nice and sweet.
that's all that gets me.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
has now never seen his child because he got convicted as his wife was pregnant.
it's
Yeah,
not a
as his
child in
wife,
there.
yeah,
she
as
died
his
in
wife was
Child in.
pregnant.
she died in labor, and the child's being raised up in the foster care system so he can go and reunite with his long lost daughter.
Okay.
because
But
because the
you're
wife
saying
believed that he murdered. She never went to go see him or let him see the child.
okay. So you're saying that if I bring evidence forward, the police are gonna kill me? Is that what you're saying? Like I'm
You're gonna
sacrificing
be
my
in the
life?
Well, you're gonna. It doesn't. It could mean take you out. It could mean maybe frame you. For somehow, you're gonna be in the crosshair of
Try
the
to
entire
debunk.
police department, all the way up to the district attorney, because you're putting them at risk with that
So
evidence.
detailed.
They could try to debunk your case too, though.
I have to go with details because Dan asked like 40 questions for
I
every
do.
scenario.
I do. I'm penning a
Yeah, and then
movie.
he also provides his own stuff. He's like, yeah, but you have no money. Yeah, and you also have this. Oh, what about this, Marie? And
It's a
shit.
movie. These are movie situations. I need to paint the whole movie. What's going on?
Well, there'd be no movie if I just took the hush money.
You can take the hush
Yeah,
money,
you can
walk
take the hush
away.
money.
You don't get in trouble. You just live
And
with
what are
the
you gonna do with the
guilt.
2 million? You can move to Paris, have a long lost, dream you always had once had.
It's
I'd
not
probably do.
taxable.
I'd probably do that. I don't know. He probably did something bad in his day.
It was that candy bar he stole when he was in high
Yeah.
school.
He jaywalked one time, but he was smiling when he was doing it. He was unaware that he thought he could walk.
Well, well, if I'm gonna be framed or they're gonna like kill me and I can just I don't know, I'd probably take the hush money. Who am I kidding? What am I gonna do? I want that 2 mil. I want any mill.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably taking that hush money. I don't have the energy to be battling an entire police department, district
No.
attorney, and all that. Will it look like Liam Neeson? I'm not gonna be going into that into that battle. I'm like, all right, give me that hush money. I retire, and I'll leave out of sight, out of mind. But maybe once I'm gone, I might send a little something to get someone else's attention on the evidence. I won't give them the evidence, but
But how
give
do you
them the
know they're
attention
not paid off?
towards,
And they're gonna know it's
huh?
you, and they're gonna come. How do you know that they're not paid off? Whoever you send it to, they're gonna come back and kill you for sending
Oh,
it.
because I got 2 million, and I don't know, probably in like Yemen by now.
Yemen.
Riding
With
camels.
Chandler.
Yeah. I'd do it, man. I wouldn't take the money. I'd fight them because if they're all corrupt, like who else to say what else they've done? I could sit there and put a whole like hundreds of cases of crime behind bars and do that and live like I'm Captain America and be the hero that the world deserves.
They wouldn't do
Nah,
anything. They'd all just
yeah.
still
I
be
do.
corrupt, and their new police force would be corrupt, and there's always going to
But
be
but
corruption.
if
Like it
you
wouldn't.
prove it, they can get arrested, right? The judge isn't corrupt. The
I don't know.
DA is.
Apparently,
I'm
she's saying
way too
everyone's corrupt.
yeah. I'm way too Hispanic to go against the police department of
That
DA.
is true.
Like,
I might
I'm already at a
pass.
disadvantage.
I might pass for like a full season of a limited series, and then I get snipped. Marie, she has
Yeah.
a better chance. She could survive 2 seasons. She's still Canadian, so it's only 2 seasons.
We're like, oh, he brought
Yeah.
in all this evidence here. It all looks good. Oh, what? He's Hispanic? Oh yeah, no, this got to be fake.
As soon as you walk in, nope, walk right back out.
All right, here we go. Let's go more towards like the horror aspect of it.
Okay.
All right, your child perishes in a car accident, unfortunately. That night, you're visited by an entity that can
Mhm.
bring your child back from the dead, but they warn you that they can't guarantee that they'll be back the same emotionally and psychologically, and it will cost you 5 years off the end of your life to bring them back. Do you take the deal?
I'm tearing up. I mean, it won't really be them though. It will be like Pet Cemetery them, right?
We don't
They
know
Because
that.
can't that yeah, the entity can't guarantee that they'll be back the same emotionally and psychologically. They might, but they can't guarantee it
it's just taking off 5 years of my life.
at the end of your life.
To
Yeah,
take
that's
a
the
risk.
cost to bring them back.
That's
Oh,
the risk,
yeah,
though.
And
yeah.
then the
If there's a
risk.
chance, they're going to be themselves,
There's
then
a
yeah,
1%
probably.
chance. 1% chance.
Throwing other factors in, Daniel. Right when I have my mind made up, you're like, wait, let me confuse the F out of you.
Wait, there's more.
I don't
I'd probably bring them back if there was a chance they could be right. 5 years of my life, yeah, sure. I'm gonna live to 98 anyway.
I don't know. That's tough because I feel that there's a higher chance of them not coming out right and that causing more damage and harm in the long run, whether it's damage and harm to other people, but also what are they going to be dealing with internally within themselves, especially knowing that they died and they came back and they're not the same. Like they're going to be dealing with such internal turmoil. Like that might be rough and taxing on them. So, like, I feel it's too high of a risk to take that deal.
There's a chance they could be themselves. There's a chance.
There is a
So
chance, but
I take the
that
deal.
chance.
they
I'm
can
taking the deal.
also
1% chance is good enough for me. Take off 5 years of my life because otherwise, it's just
they can
5 more
also
years
come
of
back
misery.
and you're repeating the omen again.
Yeah, it's fine.
Uh,
Because at that point, I'm assuming, well, when you say there's a high chance they come back messed up, well, yeah, that's what it is in horror movies. But this is not a horror movie, is it? This is real life.
He
And
said
if
it
an
was
entity comes,
no, I said it was, and it's an entity that's doing this. That's
yeah,
horror.
a demon.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's okay. So we got two doing this. I don't think I can.
Says the non-parent.
You said there's a chance that they can come back normal. If you said that
Yeah,
there's no chance they're
no
gonna come back normal
chance.
and they're going to be all messed up and evil and everything, I'd
That's
be
a
like, no,
different
I'm not going
story.
to do
Yeah,
that
I'm
to
not doing
them. I
that.
won't do that to my child. But you're like, hey, there's a chance it could come back, and I'm like,
Good
oh,
enough.
well, yeah, you would take that chance. You would take the chance to have your precious
That's
little
why I said
child. And like,
1%. Would you do it for 1%? Yes.
mhm,
Mhm.
yeah, and like Diana said, 5 years, it'd be extra 5 years of misery without them if you didn't try. Damn, Jose, stop. God,
You're wearing a appropriate shirt for that ghost.
I know. I knew it
Question.
was an omen.
You find a helmet-looking device that allows you to mind control anyone you want within 50 yards.
Yes.
However, the news of the device and your possession of it has made it to domestic and foreign government agencies, and they all want it. Do you keep the device and use it, or
Yes.
do you destroy it so they can't get their
No,
hands on it because they're all coming after it?
I want it.
I'll just control their minds, but when they get too close to me, control their
I
minds. Be
mean,
like, no.
you have to see them coming. It doesn't
Yeah,
automatically control people. So
yeah.
you might not be able to control a sniper that's 100 yards away or 200 yards away.
I'll have my
But you're
own
wearing it,
snipers
and
controlling their minds, and I'll have people protecting me.
you're wearing a helmet. So if they shoot you in the head, it just bounces right out. So
Not your face, Dan.
and then if you just recruit like Marie said, you have mind control people around you. You built a fortress of people just all around you to act as a barrier. And then if you recruit, one of your siblings or somebody that you trust 100%, you guys take it in shifts, 12 hours, 12 hours. That's it. Somebody's always wearing it. Somebody's always alert. Somebody's ready to go.
I do it just to I would do things good though. I think I'd do good things with it. Like I go to people who are doing bad things and I control them not to do bad things and make good choices.
You won't be able to. You'll be spending most of your time trying not to get killed.
But what you
That,
can
I'm
do
keeping it.
if you
that
go
would take
across
most of your time.
if you go across these government entities, you can have them start destroying each other, and then all of a sudden there's just a conflict and there's a war that's going, and you could just mindly just go across, and then I could seek revenge against the people that killed my parents in the car accident.
Yes.
Come back for revenge. I'm like that little snail, where like you take
Dan,
$1 million,
where are
but
you
a snail's
going
gonna
to
get you.
find these agencies?
You just the yellow pages. Look for them on Yelp. They're around.
I think I'm gonna have to destroy the device. I just feel that the reward does not outweigh the risk, and I really don't want to be like paranoid uh, for whatever little life I have left because they're gonna take me out. This is like all these government, they're gonna take you out to get that helmet. They're not gonna allow you to keep it. So I rather just destroy it. Nobody gets it. I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. If I don't get to use it, no one gets to use it. I'm not going to be taken out and let them enjoy it while I watch them from the afterlife.
I love it how all of Jose's decision is based around too much exerted effort. Like, it's too much effort. I don't want to do
Too
that.
much. And
I'm
Daniel and
out.
I want power and control. We're like, yeah, we want
Yes.
control. We want to control everything.
I
No.
want to control everything. I don't care. I don't care if my life lasts 5 minutes. I had full, complete control for those 5 minutes that I'm never going to have in just a simple, boring life as the guy that just gave away power. Now it's just a coaster.
Ooh.
No.
But you chose to give up control when you had the killer in the crosshairs. That's control, and you chose to walk away.
Yes, because then I have no control over who's trying to kill me. And then I'm always having to run. And I lost control of my life because I'm always being hunted.
Yes.
I need
He has control of his
control.
own life that way.
Exactly. Control.
I had control
He
of
was
whatever 2 days I have left in my life. I
Maybe.
won't even try to run in that scenario. I'll just go to like
Yeah.
some place I like and just like eat until they find me.
What's
Uh,
funny is that these answers are actually giving a lot about our personalities away. We're saying these as jokes, but like this really is giving away our personality and how we think. I'm somebody that loves
AI's listening.
control. They're listening.
AI's listening to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
all right.
bots.
Last one. No one's life is at risk on this one.
Ooh,
All right.
except
Your heart is completely destroyed after the love of your life betrays you and leaves you.
mm,
But you have to see them on a consistent basis because you have mutual friends and are within the same industry. Now you have a chance to spend most of the money you have saved in your life to have them completely wiped from your memory. Do you go through with wiping them from your memory and take away the heartache, or do you just suffer through it, through the pain, and see them all the time until you get over
Eternal sunshine me right now.
yep.
it?
I'd probably Eternal Sunshine. Yeah, I'd probably go that route too. If they're like the one and like nobody else can ever do that. But at the same time, if you had good memories or good like you have to assume you guys had great memories and you grew as a person and it made you a better person now. So if you wipe away those memories, are you going to be like a stunted personality where like let's say you met this person when you were 16 and now you're your age. So now you're acting like a 16-year-old because most of your memories revolve around them.
Well, I mean,
Well,
if that much of your memory evolves around one person, you got an issue.
Some people do though. It could be like a high school, maybe.
I do agree with you though. I don't think I would do it. I would deal with the pain just because I feel there's good or bad. There's really no such thing as a wasted experience unless you don't learn from it.
Mhm.
And by wiping out all that pain, you're taking away your chance to learn and to adapt. And guess what? If it didn't work with that person at all, then you take those lessons onto your next one. Now, picture you wipe the memory, you still got to see this person consistent basis. What's to stop you from falling for them again? But
You
then
would,
now you're
I
dealing
think.
with rejection because if you're backtracking, you never learned that aspect, you might be attracted to the same things.
But but I also I think it's good if it's like a really bad, like say a bad relationship or like they betray you. Sometimes ignorance is bliss in a sense where I'd like to wipe out certain parts where it's like now I have trust issues and now I'm paranoid, now I'm insecure and I wasn't before this betrayal happened to me and I'd rather
Mhm.
just be like I don't because I feel like you'd be like totally corrupted by somebody and you carry that on into new relationships and then because of past relationships and if I had that like erased then this new person I'm with wouldn't suffer from my past relationships. I'd erase them. Bye. Bye
That's
bye.
true. But like Jose said, you might fall for them again, looking at them saying, "Oh my God, they're my dream guy. This is exactly what I wanted."
Hmm.
And you can start falling for that person all over again. Here's my thing in this whole equation. Those friends. We broke up. It was so tragic, and she just tossed me aside like a piece of Taco Bell food that was very bad. Why are my friends still sitting here being friends with her? Hell
Because
no. You choose your
it's
side.
yeah, because it's mutual friends. That's the
then
problem with
those then
mutual
those
friends.
mutual friends are not going to be my friends that much longer. I'd slowly fade them out, and that's where it would be.
You
Because then it's like
you
I need
run
my friends there.
you run a friend draft. Like, all right,
Yeah, yeah,
I choose this person. All right, your pick.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
yeah. I'm like, okay, you got 30 seconds on the clock. Time's ticking, and you guys sit there and pick it.
You end up breaking up other couples because you each choose one of the couples. It's like,
Yeah,
no, you guys can't be together anymore. You've been
exactly.
drafted.
Yeah, because if it hurts that bad, like you don't want to sit there and talk about it anymore. And if the other your friend's like, "Oh, what'd you do?" "Oh, I went with Jose's sister." Again, the imaginary sister. Oh, I went to her party. I'm like, Jose's sister
Yeah, yeah.
again? Damn. Then I have to get reminded that she's over there dating Kevin Lyons. You know, damn you, Kevin. Yeah.
Well, it is tough. I get Marie's point about bringing the baggage onto the next one. So, like,
Hmm.
I do understand that aspect. But then again, is maybe there was red flags within that relationship that now you've seen those red flags and you can identify them. But eliminating that memory, you might put yourself in a position where you don't see those red flags next time and you're right back in the same spot. And then are you just gonna keep wiping each time? So it's a tough one.
First, I love how Daniel just outed Kevin first and last name.
Yes.
But no, I'm still standing by mine. Race. Race.
So we're about to erase this episode. Thank you for watching another episode of Not a Strong Start. Please like, subscribe, comment, share on the YouTube channel. Not a Strong Start. Please get our subscribers up. Give us some comments. Give us some 5-star reviews on anywhere you can listen to your podcasts. Anywhere you can listen to your streamings. I'm already losing the ship on this one. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Not a Strong Start. You can follow me, Mark Summers, at King_Sangre.
You find me, choose wisely, and this is mi nombre on Instagram. I almost forgot there.
It's okay if you're losing the ship, Daniel. Just grab that wheel you got from that 70% off sale. Take the
Yes.
race.
Woo!
Um, and I'm choose my own adventure. Give me all the power. Erase my memory. And you can find me at Marie Plays It All on Instagram.
Marie erases her memory and forgets she had the power.
So I was gonna say because
I
if you get the
would.
power first and then you lose your memory, you don't remember you even have it anymore.
I don't know. I'd rather erase the heart. I'd rather erase the brain than no. I'd erase the heart. Right. I'll erase both.
You're just gonna be an empty shell just walking around.
Yeah. Start from scratch.
But the
Clean
power's
slate.
yours.